All right, we are live on over 900 streaming platforms. We're live. All right. Robert just got done with his piano workout, and
Yep.
he's ready to start trading. The day is, the day is young. So, how's the NASDAQ looking this morning?
Well, it's looking kind of choppy, slightly choppy. It's just kind of hanging around down in the 20,700 area, 20,800. So it's kind of, yesterday ended up being kind of a down day. It just kind of went sideways. Excuse me. Went sideways a bit, chopped around, and then went down. So today I kind of expect at least a small rally, kind of a relief rally after yesterday's drop in value. Now I'm looking at the 30-minute, and it looks like it could actually start to go bullish.
Oh, go ahead and share if you're.
Yeah, sure. All right. Okay.
There we are.
All right, so this is the 30-minute chart, and it looks like the Trendillo is, well, it's still in the red, of course. But the stochastic looks like it's kind of hanging out down there pretty low, pretty well oversold on the 30-minute. The squeeze momentum looks like it could actually start to, the red could start fading. So that's what I'm looking at. And it's nothing set in stone yet because we're still 8 minutes from open. But it looks, fairly decent on that longer time frame.
Yeah.
On the 5-minute, the real squeeze in the price. So really nothing special on the short time frames like 5-minute. Just
Looks like it definitely took a turn down yesterday at the, like, it looked very hopeful when the market first opened, but then it didn't hold on to that.
Yeah, we we had some kind of announcement at 5:30 a.m. Pacific, but it didn't really do much. It just kind of fizzled, and I think it moved the market like 10 points. So I just kind of stayed out and watched it, and right now it's just kind of hanging in there.
It's kind of a I like it. So we're heading towards market open in not too much time here. We'll see what it starts to perk up to. So it's 623. Definitely it's given some back, that's for sure. Below, it's definitely below some previous supports that it had. So, we can see there on the 3-hour chart, you definitely can see that it's yeah, there we go. So it's at a point where it might find a balance. Just a matter of, is it gonna, This is a good morning. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it could bounce here actually.
I'll be ready. Let's see here.
Yeah, okay. Ready with your combine. So kind of what we're
ready.
looking at on the daily is, we had all this uptime, up. It basically has, on average, about 3 bearish days in a row after it gets pretty pumped up. So back in May, it pumped up and made higher highs. And we had 3 bearish days where it actually was going lower and doing a price correction. So then also back in June, it hit a new higher high. Looks like June 20th. And we had 2 days where it was bearish there. And now we are basically at an all-time high, just below 21,000. Get rid of this Fibonacci if I can. It's way back there somewhere. So now we're having a red day and a couple relief days, and then another
Yeah.
red day. So we're kind of chopping up and down here after reaching this new all-time high. But it would be unusual after having such a long,
Yeah.
such a big downward candle to actually have another downward candle. Of course, anything's possible. It's the NASDAQ. It's fueled by other assets. And
Oh, yeah.
we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, and it's one thing I learned. Definitely crypto trading was maybe especially crypto trading, just that there is no top and there is no bottom. I mean, that's only
Yeah.
I mean, in general, yeah, there is when you're charting, but there's only, predictable tops and bottoms. So yeah, we might be nowhere near the bottom. We could close at, 17,000 today, as far as we know. So yeah, we're just waiting to see that what that morning open, what the morning holds. One thing I can say that's doing quite well is and while we're chatting, I've been trying to get Bookmap to work here. Bookmap is very cool in that I like it. There's an installer, an app you have to install, but there's one for Windows, one for Mac, and then there's one for Linux. So I was trying to get the Linux one to install here. I was messing with it on a different computer, so I'm trying not to, crash the screen. Well, I'll see if I can get it installed here. I might need to spend a little time on it because any Linux heads know out there that things don't necessarily always install as flawlessly, on Linux as they do the Mac or the or Windows. But anyhow, so yeah, one thing that's doing phenomenal is, where is it at here? Is crypto. We have a minute or two. I could even like blast through real quick if we wanted to look at Bitcoin.
Sure. I'll stop sharing and then you can.
Yeah, let me present real quick here, and I will do. Let me just fire up a window here because this is really. This is a pretty beautiful thing here. I imagine people can see it now, I think, if I look. Yeah, they can. Okay, so, I mean, this is Bitcoin. This is a 45-minute chart. I like the little 45-minute chart, but it really shows this is ever since, let's see, Friday, July 24th. We've been seeing this uptrend. It's a choppy uptrend, but it definitely is an uptrend. It's following this channel really well. I kind of like to keep, I know we could channel it like this, and I guess we could move that way, but I like to keep the first sort of, I like to do them like this. So we've been breaking above this channel. Now we're back in the heartbeat of it. Definitely the indicators are rolling over on the 45 a little bit, but if we go to like a 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, I mean, you can see something really astounding happening that I like to see is, this is a little different than the indicators we're using here. I should probably look at it with the same indicators, but still, we're above the 200 moving average. We've broken above the 314. Probably going to find support there. The squeeze, directional index, the volume, everything looks good. A little bit of rollover, but I think we might see. It's all about, is Bitcoin going to keep this uptrend going? Because it's got a beautiful uptrend. It's above some important levels. You look at Bitcoin, the top 100. XRP is a machine right now making money. And WorldCoin, is that WLD? I forget what that's about, but that's up 34%. We definitely have some of the top 100 alts and many others just losing their damn minds right now. So this is definitely an exciting time in crypto. Bias is long on Binance. Top 20 exchanges all have positive volume for spot trading. And there you go. What's the volume for the last 24 hours? 7.1 billion in Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours. That's not a whole lot, but it's pretty good. The important thing is it's up 22%. So we are seeing a little bit of excitement in the crypto market for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And XRP might be one of the ones to definitely. I have no interest in the coin per se, but it is really making a strong run right now. So I like that. We'll add little John here to the stage. And I'm going to remove my little share because that's just the crypto stuff. Who really cares about that? We're here for the NASDAQ.
Yeah. And just to let you know, WorldCoin is a privacy coin.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Wow, that's exciting. So I love we all love our privacy coins,
Yeah, privacy is a good thing.
Yeah.
That's why we have drapes and stuff like that.
Oh, I know. and tinted windows.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. So I could pass the share over to you if we want to see that market open explosion. Which
Okay,
way is it gonna go?
it just opened, and the orders are flying.
Mm.
At least the ones are 1 unit. The market is dropping at the moment. So I will share my screen again.
There we go, and boom.
All right, so let's go to NASDAQ. So this is what it looks like. It dropped, made a
Mm.
wick, and then went up like $25. So this is an interesting open.
Mm. Yeah, definitely got a wick on there. So, which way is that little 5-minute candle going to close? In the green or in the red? So it's probably a battle going on right now as far as the longs and the shorts.
Yeah, it looks like to me like my Top Step X platform is freezing again.
Mm.
Yeah, the price isn't moving. It's stuck at, yeah, that's weird.
I wonder if some of that has to do with, and I'm only kind of guessing, but I wonder if Top Step X could be sort of like a Coinbase where it's affected by volume.
Yeah, this is really unusual because it did it yesterday, but only for like about 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something like that. But to me, it looks frozen. In fact, I was just about, yeah, that's weird. I was about to go long here about a minute ago, and then I thought, wait a minute, something doesn't look right. But yeah, it's frozen. It's the price doesn't move except like maybe every 30 seconds when it paints a new candle, then it just goes to where that candle is once the candle opens. I mean, it goes to where the price is. So it's just acting kind of weird.
Let's see if I can do one little try here to get Bookmap app to work here on Linux. I think it's going to fire up. Yes, sure, do that. So we'll see. Let's see if it fires up. All right. Well, it seems like I mean, it looks like it's kind of begging for a long position there, but the day is still young, of course.
Well, I just did a reset on the platform. Excuse me, and it's still not looking right.
Hmm. I'll look at mine and see if it's working. Like right now, the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P 500, and Russell are both, actually, all four of those are, the slightest bit towards the positive as they open. So we'll see what happens. Let me fire up my book map here. Not book map, but my Top Step.
Yeah, Top Step X says we are aware of Top Step X chart issue and are looking into it.
How dare they? Don't they know that Robert, one of their top 10 power traders, is like trying to make a trade here? Wow. Looking at that file, I'm see if mine's hung up here. Oh, no, I think mine is good. Let me see. Let's see. So it might be a little crazy, but I'm kind of in, and so it's so choppy to be in right now. But
You're in at 1 unit?
yeah, I made 115. I hopped out.
Okay.
That was like that was 115 in like under 15 seconds, probably more. I think that was actually a $100 trade in 10 seconds. It was a little
Yeah.
too choppy after I bought, so I just took the profit and ran.
Was it actually working for you? Were you actually getting the real price?
I believe so. It was working. Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. So
Definitely
mine's working.
moving a
If
lot.
I look at the order book, the trade and sales, like over fives, and I'm seeing fives and sevens, nines. I mean, it's a mix of longs and shorts that I'm seeing. So just seeing lots of big orders pouring in, but they don't really have a specific attitude. It isn't like they're all short or long. They seem to be a real mix. What if I go to like 10 units and take a look? Is anybody doing tens? No.
There was 100 on there long, but it dropped off just 30 seconds ago. Okay, what I'm looking at, Craig, is I'm looking at the actual price on the right-hand side of the NQ chart on Top Step X. And that thing just basically does not move. I'm looking at 30-second candles, but it doesn't move until the new 30-second candle opens. Then it moves to wherever that candle opened at. That's what I'm seeing. And I've tried hitting refresh. I've done a Control F5. Nothing seems to.
You know what? Mine was working for that quick scalp that I did. I got in, got out, but it's not working now. Now mine's hung up too. I mean, some things, like I see the little, yeah, mine's hung up as well. It's definitely not moving. But if I go to like a 5-second, I would see that moving if it was going to move for sure.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, Top Step is just
Well, at the moment, it doesn't work properly with NASDAQ.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying it works with ES, which is S&P 500, but I'm not sure about that because I haven't looked. So let's look at ES. I would say, yeah, it actually works on ES, or appears to. Yeah, look at that choppiness. It went up and then it just went down. Very choppy. But it is not giving a really accurate price. It should be changing quicker than this with this much volume. So anyway.
Yeah.
Look at TradingView.
Yeah, let's see how TradingView is working. There we go. Yeah, and anybody who's looking at the template that I put out there, sorry, I screwed it up, but I'm fixing it this morning, so it'll have the proper indicators. Default copy. There we go. Let's see. Autosave, yes. The creating those like templates is an interesting thing. You can make it, but it's very easy to gotta make a few copies of it because it's really easy to like overwrite it when you don't intend to. Anyway, working on truly sharing a template that works a little better, but I'll fix the one that's out there so you have all the cool indicators that we're looking at. Where's my watch list? Let's see. So if I look at, on the 5 minute, looking at the NASDAQ there, it seems like TradingView is cruising along okay. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
Trading
Top Step. Yeah. Well, that's a shame because it's kind of a nice. I hate to say it's an easy trading morning, but I um, got in, got out once. But yeah, Top Step. How dare you?
They'll probably fix it within, a few minutes, hopefully.
Well, when I think about it, it's definitely a if working in technology, if I was supporting Top Step, it would probably be, I don't know if I'd say a stressful job, but you're dealing with, I don't know what all it entails, but you must have hooks, real time into. I'm sure that they just buy access from the NASDAQ, from. I'm not sure who the big providers are, but I kind of can picture how it must work, and some things that are outside of their control. But it's got to be a busy system where they're pulling in the real time data and then presenting it through to their web users and such. It's got to be you know a busy world over there at Top Step.
Yeah, imagine the pressure that's under the programmers and the people managing the platform, because basically if their platform messes up
Oh,
and people lose money, they have to make it right,
I know.
and that costs a lot of money, a lot.
Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, I would say that most jobs. I still work in technology. I have a day job, and right now, eventually I'll just trade. Um, Especially moving into this new kind of methodology of still crypto trading, but definitely doing some of this in the morning makes a huge difference. And but I do have a day job in technology, and I can't complain. It's not too big. I've been working with data centers for a long time, but I would just say for the most part, working in technology just sucks ass now.
Yeah,
It's not what it used to be in the early 2000s or the 90s. We're kind of just now it's just a different world. So hey, kids out there, if you want to do something, I really recommend just go to trade school and become a plumber or or an electrician or something else. Be a trader. Be a trader.
yeah.
Do
I mean,
this.
trading is a great job because there's no 9 to 5. There's no boss breathing down your neck or
Yeah.
yelling at you for trying
Oh.
hard. You know.
Yeah, you don't live in a world of unreal expectations. You live in the world of your own expectations, and the
Your own
effort you put
expectations.
forth is you literally get what you give. You get back the effort you put into it.
Right. Absolutely.
You really do. So
And if
you
you
know
start losing money on trades or start making bad mistakes, just correct those mistakes and watch some instructional videos. Learn more,
oh
because trading is a learning experience, and you can never learn enough.
no, you can never learn
Keep
enough.
learning. You know.
And it's something that you can enjoy. I mean, to me, if you can do something you have passion for and you have interest in, I would say if a person truly doesn't have a passion for it, they don't find it interesting, then maybe it's not for them. But if you do, I mean, you're lucky if you can wake up in the morning and do something you have interest in that you have a passion for, and then an hour or two later be done for the day. I mean, that's take it from me, kids. It's the best life.
Absolutely, you're right.
Yeah.
Kind of sounded like W.C. Fields there for a minute.
Yeah, yeah. I
Right.
yeah. People tell me that I've really mastered the boomer voice. I'm always like, take it from me, kids.
That's
Hmm.
great.
I don't care what anybody says. The MACD is still relevant. It's the. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh god. Back in my day, we listened to the numbers on the radio and we drew our own charts in real time
Yeah, with a pencil.
with a pencil. Oh my gosh.
And we listen to real music like Rudy Valley.
Yeah.
And before that, Enrico Caruso.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. And Lucille Ball, she could sing. It wasn't just a TV show.
Ball.
Oh, oh gosh. Oh, yeah. It all went wrong with Sonny and Cher. Damn hippies. Oh gosh.
Yep, they changed everything.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Uh, wow. So we're in a great place today. I was looking at, the NASDAQ, the 5 minute here, and we can see what Robert's, we're all seeing the same thing kind of. I'm watching, and this is an interesting morning because I'm watching the 5 minute, and we have given a lot back. It's all about. My chart's a little jacked up. I gotta fix my. I'll fix that template out there for everybody. But yeah, bump, bump, bump. Ugh. So
Yeah,
are you thinking?
tough
Are
up.
you? Yeah.
Hmm?
Are you kind of thinking long right now, or are you just hanging in there?
I'm just
I'm
hanging
not.
in there because it chops up, it chops down, makes it lower, goes lower, and then chops up, and then chops lower. So it's actually still making lower lows. I wouldn't
Yeah.
dare touch this until at least the 2 minute moving averages cross bullish, which it may
Yeah.
actually do this pretty soon. It's getting to be around that time, about 20 to 30 minutes after New York Open. It usually makes its move, if it's going to make one, to the upside. If it's not, it's just going to chop around all day or go down. So
And make that white. Here we go. There we are. Now I can see it a little better.
but I think you're basically on the right track. So when you have a new account, it's a real good idea, whether it's Combine or a XFA, it's a good idea just to take small trades, build it up, get some cushion in there, and
Yeah.
then on a Combine, you can basically just use 1 unit until you
Mm-hmm.
make about, say, $1,000, and if you feel comfortable putting 2 units on, you can put 2 on at once, or you can put on one and then you can put on another one as the price goes up.
Yeah.
What some of
Yeah.
these guys do that have a good amount of padding is they'll put one on, put another one on, and end up running about 5 units or so or more. And then if the price is likely to just continue up, they'll take one off here, take one off up higher, and so forth. So they have their profit, and they'll leave a runner. So they'll leave 1 unit on just to run for the rest of the trading session.
Oh wow.
Because I've seen a lot of days where it just goes up, and it keeps going up for the whole day until about 15 minutes before market close, before the closing bell, and then everybody not dumps, but they close their positions. And then the shorts take over and push the price down like anywhere between 20 and 50 points. So, yeah, when somebody says we got a runner, means they're leaving a runner on just to run because they've already made money on that trade on multiple units. So, just a little bit of interesting information there.
Little insider tip.
Yeah, so we might be having a little bit of consolidation here, although the 1 minute isn't very convincing. The 2 minute actually looks a little better as far as the price kind of chopping down here in the 210 to 230 area. So it might be trying to consolidate in this area.
And I was looking at the was the 2 minute. Let me fire up my chart here. Seeing super charts. I think the 5 minute was working on the 5 minute. So for the 5 minute chart for the NASDAQ, I'm watching it. It's flirting with that 5 moving average. So the 5 is under the 10. So, that's usually to me a little bit bearish. If the 5 was above the 10, I would say it's a little bit bullish. So the 5 is under the 10, that's slightly bearish. 5-minute chart. But it's really poking at it, it's riding that 5 moving average down. So to me, the big deal for me for a reversal would be to see it get above that 5 moving average, challenge that 10, start making that move there, but it's still well below the 75. So, as far as moving averages, and like the trend Leo and the squeeze, we're kind of, we're kind of in bearish territory, I think, at least right now for the 5-minute. It's just it's kind of a waiting game for me, at least.
Yeah, the 5-minute hasn't really had a chance to catch up with what's going on. And yeah, we did, the 5 is going to travel with the price very closely. And since the 5 is still going down, the price is still going down. Now we might be getting a little bit of upward move soon, like I said, but then again, I'm not convinced. Now I did want to mention that Top Step X seems to be working. There's a message on the top of the screen that says, "We will be rebooting data services shortly."
Oh, I see that from mine too. Yeah, mine's not really working here either. It got worse. Mine's just stopped.
Now, see, mine appears to be working now.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the price is moving every quarter of a second, or less than that, whenever the price moves in real time. I have my refresh rate set at fast on the Top Step X platform, so
yeah. Oh, and so that trade there this morning, I can see my profit and loss. So I made $117.20 for an incredibly shorty trade. So that was so everybody, it can be done. And that was a little bit of a risky one. Maybe I was a little bit impetuous there. I got out because it wasn't going the direction I thought it was going to go, but still, made it happen.
Yeah, it's good experience just to try to take some little scalps. Even making $20 is $20.
I mean, in today's economy, with most people I know, $20 is a day-changing event. It's a big deal, I mean, I wish it wasn't the case, but I think about $20 now. I'm like, $20, that's like,
I remember once I found $20 on the sidewalk, and I was like, "Wow, this is awesome." Of course, it was years ago.
Yeah.
But when $20 was actually $20.
Oh yeah, back when $20 was money.
And when fiat currency was actually real money.
Yeah. Right. It's like, I bought my first car for $20.
Yeah, actually, my dad sold what is now an antique 35 Ford pickup for $20 or $30 back in the 60s.
Wow.
We've talked about that over the years. That, I'd always remind him, saying, "Don't you wish you had that truck now?" And yeah, he does.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I look back in the classic vehicles that I've sold. The thing is, just didn't know at the time. Just didn't know, But if I could go back in time, yeah, I would have, I would have loved to keep, a couple of the classic cars that I had. But you know how it goes. I think now that the only classic vehicle I have is my 1978 Jeep Cherokee, but I will save that thing forever. All I've ever done is as I've gotten older is regret every classic vehicle that I let go. Now we're running.
Yeah, we are running big now. Look at that. We are running big.
And of course, Top Step is it didn't show up for the trading day.
So what's happening now is the 5 just crossed over the 10 on the 2-minute.
Yes.
I'm going to wait on this one just because, by the time we saw that last big green candle, it was probably already overbought on the 15 or 30 second. I've seen so many of these things that I can tell you without looking.
And the 2-minute, and
15
it just didn't make
was not.
And the 2-minute, yeah, the 5 crossed the 10. The thing is, I wonder, like, you just look at that bump we had. I mean, that could have been algorithmic trading just firing off, you know. But it's pushing. It was a wick at first, but now the 2-minute candle's starting to, the squeeze indicator looks good. Trend Leo. I mean, a lot of stuff is looking, pretty good. But yeah, I'm not so confident that I want to get in right now.
It seems like it kind of froze really.
Especially with Top Step being a little hokey, I kind of want to let it.
Well, it was kind of glitchy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good platform. It's normally super fast. I mean, you can get in and out of orders like split-second accuracy. Literally, right where the price says is where you get out. I mean, you know what I mean? When you click the X to close the trade manually,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, that's exactly the price you get.
Yeah. It's nice, and I don't think you'll see that many on many platforms, so they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's awful choppy though as far as price.
Yep.
Still chopping around in this range. So the range kind of looks like, yeah, I would call it something like this. So that's basically a $45 range, 45-point range. But we'll see. I mean, it could chop lower. We could just say, nope, not ready to go up from that area. And it can go lower. So who knows? I'm not seeing the message anymore at the top of the screen.
Yeah, it did go away. And so, yeah, well, that's the thing. We're kind of seeing that sideways range, and I always look at that. That's where the guy you have the top and the bottom drawn there, the parallel lines. I mean, that's definitely, and now we're sort of in that. Yeah, it's almost. Oh, what an interesting morning! Not the worst one in the world to be trading, but definitely patience is good now. Well, it's getting near 7. I have to leave a little bit early today.
Okay.
I started my morning a little bit slow, so I gotta make up some time here. But maybe we'll hop on again Friday. I got my book. I couldn't while we were chatting. I couldn't get my book map working, but I will. So Friday, if we hop on Friday, we can go over some book map stuff, and maybe I'll hop on a little bit earlier than 6:15 and just bang through some crypto charts. Just look at things that are happening.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
yeah, so maybe like 6:15 Friday. We can confirm later, but it works for me.
Works for me too. I'm usually looking at charts. I get up about 5:15, 5:20. Watch a little bit of
Yeah.
the Rips YouTube feed.
Oh yeah, I gotta follow
Just
Rips myself.
yeah, it's interesting to watch how he trades. He does super fast, high leverage scalps. I think he did one trade early this morning, and he made almost 11,000 on one of it. Actually, he's trading across 5 combines. So
Oh my gosh. Woof. Okay. I gotta start listening to him a little bit more. Kind of get addicted to it because that's great stuff. Well, yeah.
and he's
I'll
using
set.
Bookmap.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I almost got it working here on Linux. It's going to work, but I have to attach it to a source and all that. So anyway, I'll get it working here for next time. But it's pretty amazing. I just didn't have it set up on this computer. Anyhow, yeah. So I'll set a little meeting. I'll do a little thing for like 6:15 Friday, and maybe I'll hop on a little bit early and just go through some crypto charts because the thing about looking at the crypto charts is like NASDAQ is interesting every morning because you're in it, but crypto is sort of like if nothing's happening, it's not really that interesting. You know what I mean? But right now, we're back into something's happening mode. So those alt and Bitcoin longs might be quite interesting. I mean, XRP is looking, I got to admit, I am interested. So anyway,
Yeah, I was looking at XRP yesterday, and I thought, man,
look at
this
that.
thing is really, really doing well. But the one you really want to look at is WIF, WIF.
Really? Okay, whiff. Oh yeah, whiff
WIF
that.
is
Yeah.
radical. It will swing like crazy. When Bitcoin goes down, it really goes down. When Bitcoin goes up, it really goes up. And you can trade it in MEXC futures
Okay, MEXC
and,
is there and Binance.
and
Gotcha.
Binance futures. So it's already like been to $2 and almost $2.30.
Wow. Whiff.
After going down to, yeah, look at that. Triple bottoms
Mm.
at just below $1.50. And then it goes up to $2.30 in just, like 5 days.
Gosh.
So
And
big.
it didn't quite make a higher high. It's going sideways, but it didn't quite make that higher high. But if it starts moving and breaks past that previous high, then that's going to be something definitely to get into. Yeah, so we'll definitely, while we're doing this, we'll always be checking out those crypto charts, and I'll hop on a little earlier and maybe just bang through a couple and keep those up, and we can keep them in the background while we're looking at the NASDAQ. So when it gets slow, we can, get into some crypto and see how things are going. Because yeah, like I say, to me, crypto has been boring the last couple of weeks or so. Just not much to really look at. It's some things are always making money, but overall the market's been kind of blah. But right now, we're crypto's getting back into Lambo mode. That's where I like it. So we'll start looking at those.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you take care. I will talk to you Friday. I'll send the invite out.
All right. Sounds good, Craig.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.